Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Saros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Saros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
You're here again. Professor, you've been crying. So, even you cry sometimes. Oh, I suppose that was thoughtless of me to say. Long ago, someone said the same thing to me. Are you waiting for time to heal your wounds? Or have you curled up in a corner and lost the will to carry on? It's not like you to speak to me like that. You know I'd never ask you a question without purpose. Only you can truly understand your own sadness. Others can sympathize, or even empathize, but all anyone else can offer are the tears of an outsider looking in. So I have no intention of crying for you, or of standing still with you. All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward. The mysterious organization that was carrying out experiments in Remire Village and the chapel, they're up to something near Garreg-Mach. The Archbishop has sent the Knights to undertake a large-scale investigation. No information has surfaced yet, but our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle? Or will you just sit here, with no thought for the future that is fast approaching? My teacher, there is a choice to be made. I hope you make the right one.
My. She really is quite arrogant. She spoke her mind without an ounce of reservation. But she is right. The time has come to stand again. You know already what your answer is.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Duscur and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Quite delicious. Yes. Yes, I agree. Hmm? Are you sure? Yes. Yes. Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time. A new path to tread.
There you are, Lysithea. I've been looking for you. So, I have a hypothesis about your crests.
I know you're the one who sent me that anonymous letter. There are things we must discuss. Ugh, it sounded like some bizarre love letter.
What? No, of course not. However, I wonder what you would have done if it was.
Now I'm just confused and grossed out.
I'm sorry, but that is not the overall topic of discussion. Do pay attention.
Pay attention to you? As though anything you say is worth listening to. It's not like you can tell me anything I don't already know.
You don't have a very positive opinion of your crests, do you? That's why you should listen to me. I've dug through all my books, and there's no record of anyone being born with 2 crests. You are, to be blunt, an impossible occurrence. For you to have a second crest, it must have been forcibly implanted after birth.
Is that your theory then?
Yes, it is. To further the theory, if the power exists to implant a crest, then it must be possible to remove one too. And that is the real issue at hand.
I could have one removed?
That's what Hanneman is working on understanding. I'm helping him with it.
Professor Hanneman.
Based on your reaction, it seems you want one of your crests removed. I don't think I'd give up having 2 crests if I were you.
Is that so? Even if you'd gone through horrifying experiments, endless trauma, and if you knew that all this pain meant you'd die very, very young? That's what you'd think? You're completely lacking in empathy, so of course you would make such a crass and foolish assumption.
Sylvain.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord, can I assume you've figured out I'm not a monster?
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation. I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her. Like you, for instance.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
Huh? No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's move on. Can I take this to mean everything is good between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong, your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all, I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flayn.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Anyway, what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one. Sheltered girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy. Even for a smooth talker like myself.
Hey there. Hello there, Professor.
No. Professor.
Behold, Professor, we need only sprinkle a bit of this secret ingredient that Happy and I found, and...
Coco, if you go and tell everyone about it, it's not much of a secret. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
I don't like being hit on during a meal, so it's nice to be with you.
Do you have time for a request?
Excuse me, Professor. How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Jeralt showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Jeralt. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Excuse me.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Can I go now? Got him! Can I go now? Can I go now? Anywhere I can hide.
Hey!
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
I'm certain I've improved.
Not bad. You're... Not bad. Thanks for... My... You see... I could do... My...
My efforts were not in vain.
Tell me something. Makes sense to me.
Professor. Lend me your power.
Yes, let's do it.
Here's the result.
As long as it makes me stronger.
I learn with my heart, not my head.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
I want to leave. Don't make me do this.
I'm a quick study.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I adore this. Thank you for preparing my favorite tea. I am grateful. Yes. Yes. I see. Of course. I see. Have you grown accustomed to living in the monastery? Of course. How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.
I'm on it.
Be gone.
The sun. May my foes someday forgive me.
Stay focused.
Ready.
Oh no. Oh no. Anywhere I can hide.
Let's take them out. You are no match for me.
Leave it to me. You were outmatched. Aha! I'm getting it. Yep.
I'm not at my best today.
How vexing. This isn't what I wanted.
Ready. Seems I prevailed.
The sun.
So this is what the goddess grants me.
You weren't ready.
I'm on it. That went as expected. Whoops. Oh well.
Over already? Have I improved some? Seems I prevailed.
Nighty-night.
Knew you could do it.
Stay focused.
What was that name again? Oh, this is frustrating me to no end. I simply can't recall. Oh, I have it. Xanadu. That's it. It was not long ago that we were there. And still, I somehow managed to forget. Well, that place brought back some fragments of my memory. I cannot help but wonder why. I feel we must return to find some answers there. Yes, you are right. For as the saying goes, there is no time like the present.
Our professor is sneaking off alone. Where to, I wonder?
I don't recall hearing of any such plans for our class. Perhaps we should follow.
Intrigued, are we? Yes, let's do just that. We will consider it extra training.
Yes, it is all coming back to me. This structure. Oh, but it's as though my memories are clouded. The most important pieces are obscured. But I once called this home. I have no doubt. I seem to recall something on the other side of that wall. I cannot see it, but I can still feel it. It is not my imagination. I know this to be true. We are already deep within this valley. Oh, what was that awful sound? This is no time to joke around. Do not pretend you didn't hear. Look, there, at the entrance of the valley, a giant shadow! What is it now? Those hungry wolves. That howl must have riled them up. We have no choice but to fight our way out. Give it your all.
It's good we've caught up with the professor, but this situation is hard to put into words, actually.
Wolves to the front, hawks to the rear, and what appears to be a demonic beast at the canyon's mouth.
A wild beast at that. Or perhaps it's more fitting to call it a stray.
If we can't prevail over that demonic beast, we won't make it out of the Red Canyon alive. The first thing we need to do is reunite with our professor. The wolves are closing in.
I'm on it.
I'll join too.
Let's win this already.
Impressed yet?
Yep.
Ready.
Leave it to me. Oh no. The sun.
Let's take them out. Not my first battle.
Stay focused. Such power dwells within?
Happenstance can be deadly.
Yep. Oh no. Leave it to me.
Ready.
Stay focused.
I'm on it.
If only sales were this good.
The sun. May my foes someday forgive me.
Let's take them out. got it. I can still shine brighter.
I feel my strength building. This might be my limit. That's what you get.
Worry not.
That one is expected.
I know a good deal when I see it.
So this is what the goddess grants me. I suffice.
Let's crush him!
Good plan. We'll help. Do something!
I'm not at my best today.
It could get rough. How vexed. It could get rough. My efforts are paying off. No.
Let's all do our part.
They've pushed me too far.
Ready.
Our work is done. My, things did not go as planned. Let us return before any more hawks or wolves join us. But what was that demonic beast doing within the Red Canyon?
I'm glad that you are safe, Professor. It was rather reckless of you to venture out alone like that.
I suppose we came out here without permission too. If we all wish to avoid punishment, perhaps we can all agree that we came out here for an extracurricular activity. Let's leave it at that.
Still, I would like to know what brought you to this valley in the first place.
Oh dear, I put us in a bit of danger there. We are most fortunate that those delinquents followed us. You very nearly met your end. What a marvelous professor you must be for all your students to be so concerned. You seem more confident in your ability to teach. But that makes sense, as you have me to help you out. How disappointing to have dived so deeply into danger, and yet to have nothing to show. What is this strange feeling? My memories. Do you feel them stirring? How curious. You seem to have grown stronger. And all thanks to our journey to Xanadu. It really was worth all that effort. Huh? You found this? I dare say you may find a use for that. You should decide how best to use that thing. But wow! We got a lot out of this trip. It was a bother for a spell, but in the end, I feel we should think fondly of our little trip. We actually had a delightful time, wouldn't you say?
What is with you? Finally coming apart at the seams from all those late nights spent researching, huh?
For once, your sharp tongue misses its mark. My elation is too powerful for your petty sniping to have any effect. Not long ago, the church reached out to me. They bade me travel to House Gert, escorted by the knights. During the Dagda and Brigid War, you see, Houses Nouvelle and Gert fought side by side. Yet we were the ones who suffered wrack and ruin, while they kept their foreign ministry position. I cannot turn back time to change that, of course, but I would relish the opportunity to give Duke Gert a proper tongue lashing.
I guess that is one of your pastimes, isn't it? Anyway, seems the church has business with House Gert.
Gert is one of the 6 great noble houses. They oversee the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
And the ministry is in charge of diplomacy for other regions and territories.
The church wishes to obtain a hero's relic, thought to reside in House Gert's collection. The delicate negotiations of acquiring it fall to me, due to my connection with the Duke.
I thought they were all returned to the descendants of the 10 elites by the church ages ago. House Gert has no ties to the elites, and I don't think the head even has a crest. Odd indeed for them to have a relic.
There is talk that the relic fell into his hands during the Dagda and Brigid War. The Church of Seros was displeased to learn this. They feel the relic should belong to them and have made that plain to House Gert.
I believe the relic was found in a foreign land where it was mistaken for a marvelous but benign treasure. Then it was probably gifted as recompense to House Gert, as part of a reconciliation. Who can say why it had landed on foreign shores to begin with, though?
You seem rather well informed on the subject.
I caught wind of some of the story, which piqued my interest. I did some digging and drew conclusions, like I tend to do. So what you've got is what I think. Nothing more. Anyway, Constance, if you're headed to House Gert, so am I.
What game are you playing here?
No games, this time. I just want to get a gander at that shiny relic they're keeping hidden away.
I haven't the authority to prevent it, but if you must accompany us, I should like the professor along too. The more eyes watching this snake, the better.
I think you've confused a snake with a bird. You coming, friend?
I knew you'd see things my way. Allow me to make a few quick preparations and we can depart. What a delicious frisson it gives me to imagine the look upon the Duke's face.
I sure hope the church knows what they're doing, choosing her to negotiate this.
That thief best... Filthy rat. That will be mine. If I have to pry it from your dead hand, all the better. Children of the beasts, expose your true selves!
What the? Please make it stop!
Duke Garrett is in danger. I fear we make for poor reinforcements, yet we must aid him nonetheless.
What a mess. Come on, to Duke Garrett. They must work for the church. I have no choice. I must seek out their aid.
Sure thing. I'm on it.
The sun.
Just give up.
Oh no. Am I done yet? What did I expect?
Ready.
Stay focused. Let's take them out. You are no match for me.
Leave it to me. You underestimated me.
A fine example.
Yep.
Don't get in my way!
Yikes! Something is definitely off with them. Be careful.
My technique could use some polish. It all makes sense now. Over already?
Of course I won.
I've still got it.
I won't allow you to steal the relic. Stand down. Leave the... What is that thing?
It cannot be. The thief menacing the Duke has become a hideous beast.
Unexpected obstacle. Still, the results of our little experiment were nothing short of exquisite.
There's still a long way to go. It could get rough.
You are no match for me.
May my foes someday forgive me.
Leave it to me.
here. Not like this.
I failed to attain the relic, but the experiment yielded results. That's all that matters. Beasts, rampage, take his head!
That's what you get. I know a good deal when I see it.
I won? That can't be right.
Let's all do our part. Let's win this already.
More polish never hurts.
I see.
I suppose it's working.
It could get rough. You underestimated me. Got him!
I won, naturally.
Damn, turning those poor fools into monsters? Ruthless.
Did I spy a fragment of a crest stone? Interesting. I've not seen an effect such as that before.
Constance, this is not the time for research. Get it together. Don't let them near the Duke.
I'm so sorry, but please help me. I cannot do it alone.
We've got this. Step aside while we sort this out.
I'll join too.
Let's crush them!
You fought well.
Better luck next time.
Can I go now?
Seems I prevailed.
Nighty-night.
I think the coast is clear now.
Phew. Well, that was bizarre and unfortunate. What the hell happened to them anyway?
The gulf of my ignorance prevents me from answering such a question. Thank the goddess you were unharmed, my lord, and that the relic is safe and sound.
Yes, thanks to your intervention. Today was a day to make my blood run cold.
Colder than a Srang winter, I'd wager. Our foes gave us a pitched battle. I am sorry to say that the ringleader's escape was my fault. It is a miracle that no harm came to your lordship or the relic, in spite of my clumsy efforts.
You don't sound quite yourself, Constance. I'd no idea what a toll life has taken on you. Perhaps it might cheer you to know that I intend to reward you for all that you've done today. For more than that, actually. I owe your parents a great debt for their services. I dare say that the church intended you to collect on it when they sent you.
The debt you owed my parents need not extend to their daughter. No reward shall be necessary.
Our help doesn't come for free. I think the relic will do nicely.
Ah, yes, by all means. Even if you have no use for it, perhaps you know somebody who does. These are the fetters of Dromi. They draw on the power of the crest of Obon. It's a priceless treasure that ended up in Dagda. After the truce, they sent it to us in friendship. One story holds that Saint Sero subjugated the 10 elites and the clans who followed them. There may have been a few clan elders who fled across the sea to escape suppression. The Empire's Minister of Foreign Affairs must hold on to every bit of leverage that he can, which is why I feel a bit derelict in my duty here. I've put my feelings ahead of my role. The Minister of Foreign Affairs appears to be discarding his hand in order to repay a personal debt.
My lord.
Oh, what a relief to be back at the monastery. I suppose the church will be wanting their relic.
Yeah?
What? Of all the self-centered... Wait, do you mean to say that you're compatible? You bear the crest of Obon?
Very good, Constance. Hey, friend, I've got a request. Can you talk the church into letting me borrow the relic for a bit?
If you believe anyone would lend you a relic, your wits are softer than I gave you credit for.
The crest of Obon has all but vanished from Fodlan. Nobody but me carries it now. I'm the only one in all of Fodlan who can use it. The church hanging on to it is useless. Letting me make use of it is simply practical. Otherwise, it'll just be gathering dust in some stinky old vault. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I won't use it for ill. I'd never be able to make it up to Duke Garrett after all. You can keep an eye on them while they're on loan. That'll make this whole thing go over easy as pie.
So this was the game you began when you offered your assistance. Well played.
Thanks. I figured the Duke has no use for them, and neither does the church. But I sure do. Ultimately, I want to use them to benefit the greater good. There's certainly no harm in that.
You see, I could do... You see...
You... What? You...
Professor.
Ah, it's you. Where I'm going is hardly your business. Do me a favor and mind your own, won't you? I somehow doubt your sincerity. My intuition says you'll keep nosing into what I'm doing. So, what's your deal? Worried about my well-being? That's adorable. I get the sense you're not so hot at assessing people. Just giving you a hard time. Either way, it doesn't matter much to me. There's no slowing me down tonight. I've got important things to attend to right now. There you go with that nose of yours. It still isn't your business. But it looks like you won't let me leave until I tell you. You'll get your way this time. There's a dispute. Or maybe treachery is the more fitting word. Regardless, a purge is required. I see I've got to spell it all out for you. One of my goons double-crossed the gang. He absconded with his boss's small fortune, my small fortune, and buddied up with another gang. Members of the gang are recognizable by their scorpion tattoos. Suffice it to say, they're not a group you want to tangle with. Despite that, I'm not about to just roll over and play dead on this. So I figured I'd pay them a little visit, have a spot of tea with their boss. Makes sense, you know? As a former mercenary, I knew you'd get it. You know how things are done in our world. I play my cards wisely. I wouldn't play if there wasn't any hope of winning. It won't be. One false move, and the walls will be painted with blood. Still sound fun? Better head off now. I've got people waiting for me just outside of town. See you around. What is it you're after? Money? Me? Or are you just looking for someone to kill? You seem adamant, so I'll allow it. Won't hurt to have backup if things go south. I trust you, for now, but I don't know how reliable you actually are. Just so we're clear, you mess with any of my people, I'll slit your throat without hesitation. Got that?
Thanks for the invite. Just as a heads up, I don't know the first thing about tea. Thanks. I could go for a snack. Yep. Nice. What? Nice. Yep. Nice. I saw you playing with a cat earlier. How did you manage that? Cats always run away from me. I'm not even listening. That was way more fun than I expected. Let's have tea again soon. Next time, more snacks.
Here's the results.
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
It all makes sense now.
You've done me a great service.
Bernadetta.
Lady Edelgard! What can I do for you?
I appreciate all the effort you're making to overcome your fear of me. Your dedication is commendable. However...
I'm just getting in your way, aren't I? Knew it, Bernie. You're just an intruder. Nobody wants you around.
stupid! Oh.
Bernadetta.
Yes?
The problem you keep running into is that you don't listen to what people are really saying. That's why your efforts are in vain. You need to listen instead of jumping to your own conclusions. Are you listening to me?
Yes!
Then why aren't you responding?
I wanted to listen until you were finished. Sorry, were you finished then?
I was.
Then may I please scream now?
By all means. But please try to make it a fairly quiet one.
Just a tiny one? Wait. What was I upset about again? That's weird. I forgot why I was about to scream, and now I don't even need to. What a nice feeling.
You're trying your best. I know that. But even so...
But what? What did I do this time? I'm so sorry. Whatever it is. I'll go to my room and never bother you again.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. I was only going to say that...
Why are you sighing at me like that? Is my face really so hopeless?
Ingrid, I am trying to think of something polite to say right now. It's as if you have no experience dressing elegantly. At all.
I mean, I don't. Dorothea, I appreciate you taking the time, but yes, you do have your work cut out for you.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so hard on you. I was just surprised, is all. A gal like you're a beautiful young noblewoman who somehow has no experience with either makeup or fashion. This is basic stuff, Ingrid. The basics of the basics, really. But it's like you've never even tried.
I was just never interested before. Even as a child, it never appealed to me. Fussy, pretty things always felt unnecessary. And gussing myself up to attract someone has never played an important part in my pursuits as a knight. But you've piqued my interest in all this.
How?
It's not like I'd be dressing myself up just to attract someone. I'd be dressing up for the occasion, specifically. Even if I don't dress up any other time, a special occasion such as this is a good reason to try it out.
Well, yeah. That's why we dress up when we go out. You might meet someone, and you want to look your best, don't you? Get their attention, lure them in.
That's the exact opposite of what I just said. You said previously that dressing up for the occasion is reason enough.
Oh, I just said that so you wouldn't run off screaming.
I see.
My real point is that you're quite lovely even before getting all fixed up. Absolutely bewitching, in fact. So when I'm finished with you, well, someone looking at you could be forgiven for wanting to pounce.
Could they be? I don't know that I'd forgive them.
Oh, I know. That's why just before I lunge, I'm gonna ask permission.
Permission is not granted. Ever. Just back off.
I still have much to learn.
How long will this take? Got it. Good to go.
Professor. We did well enough.
well worth the effort.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
I think I got it. I've got a grasp on this.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
Professor, I know where the enemy is. Where Solon is. They're in a place called the Sealed Forest, close to the monastery. The Archbishop is gathering the knights to begin a search. She's doing so in secret, behind our backs. She must be afraid that a thirst for revenge will compel you to seek them out. Now that you know, will you give us the order?
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Jeralt from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Jeralt would be unbearable.
Lady Rhea, our professor is not acting out of revenge. Sending us out there is the most strategic move we can make. You can't deny it. Most of the knights are still far away. Not only does our professor wield a hero's relic, but there is no one here who is more powerful. Seteth and the few remaining knights can't leave the monastery unattended. We have fought under our teacher's command countless times. We are the most effective army here, and we are already prepared for battle. We have no idea what the enemy is plotting. We must act now.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy? Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
Let's go, my teacher. Whatever happens, do not lose your conviction out there.
We are now within the sealed forest. We must not let our guard down.
Professor, we'll avenge Jeralt for you, no matter what.
Remember, it is a bad idea to get distracted by revenge.
I have readiness. Our enemies will be taking... we will take our enemies down.
Well, it's not like we have any other missions this month. I suppose this is as good a way as any to spend our energy.
Linhardt spending energy? We'd better finish this fast before the pigs start flying everywhere.
Lower your voice. The enemy could be close.
It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
Professor, I know I'm the one who insisted we come here, but don't doubt for a moment that the enemy is waiting for you.
Lady Edelgard, what are you saying?
What other objective could they possibly have? We have no clue what kind of trap is waiting for us. Please be careful, my teacher. We can't afford to lose you.
The enemy is strong, but you will prevail.
Look there! Demonic beasts! I suppose they aren't holding back.
Hello, you're here! Welcome to the Forest of Death! My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me. This is what I really look like. Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you.
Stay focused.
Yep. Let's take them out.
I'm on it.
I like...
The sun. Leave it to me.
Ready.
This is what I do.
Not bad at all.
Oh no.
If this takes too long, I might be forced to escape. Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you. As for me, I intend to kill you all.
You underestimated me. This might be my limit. You were outmatched. I have to try harder.
Happenstance can be deadly.
Do something!
As expected. Another step forward.
I think I'm improving.
Leave it to me.
Of course I won.
Be gone.
So this is what the goddess grants me.
Seems I prevailed. Easy peasy. Good enough for me. I'm impressed.
I just worked harder.
That went as expected.
I feel my strength building. Oh, how cute! You're trying so hard! But now it's time to die! Ah! Obvious! How could I really lose to a lowly creature like you?
Well.
Solon, don't just stand there and stare. I need your help.
Yes, you most certainly do.
Huh?
Have no fear, Kranya. Your sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it. Unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
Please, help me.
Be gone with you, Fellstar.
That could only have been magic. What happened to our professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden spell. An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world. To think, we almost had the sword of the Creator.
You're lying! Our professor is alive, I know it!
That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
It is hard to fathom that our professor would die in a place like this.
It is possible that death has yet to find your friend, but there are worse things than death. Drifting through the darkness with no chance of escape, overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
You're already boasting a victory. But know this, if you did use such devious tricks to stop our professor, I swear that you will regret it.
I cannot help but agree with her this once. Even if our professor is trapped in darkness, that is not the end of their story.
I will not forgive such arrogance. If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
You fool! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? Are you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on? No, even a boulder has more sense. Apologizing won't make things right! This darkness is terrifying! As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I'm mean that it would take a god to leave this place. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? How very brave of you to joke at times like these. There is no other choice. Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god. My name is Sothis. By now, you must be well aware of what that means. I am the one who watches over Fodlan and the creatures dwelling there. I am Sothis. She who died and then returned. There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god. However, I lack a body of my own. And so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has come for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear. When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it. So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound. Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one. Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart as though it were my own. Your will and mine are now as one. Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Darkness itself.
Professor, it is you, right? I knew that you would always come back to us. I'd like to ask about your appearance, but for now, let's dispose of our enemies.
What did you see in the darkness of Zaharas? This would be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is... Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Should I have held back?
Join too.
Gotcha.
They pushed me too far.
I aim for greatness. My technique could use some polish.
Just like that.
Just give up.
I've still got it. More polish never hurt.
I have to try harder. You underestimated me.
As expected.
I could have been sleeping this whole time.
No biggie.
Yeah! Why waste it?
To think that I would lose to mere beasts. But this is not the end. Tullus will carry out our mission somehow.
It's over. Now, Professor, about your appearance. That hair. And those eyes. You remind me of someone. What happened to you? The goddess. I see. Well, I'm happy for you. Your weapon is called the Sword of the Creator, after all. It's no wonder she looks favorably upon you. Just as it was with Saint Saros, no doubt. And just how will you use this new power, Professor? That is so like you to say that. Tell me, if the world, and your students included, were to divide and go to war with each other, what would you do? In that scenario, each side would represent both the world and your students. Who would you... Professor? Have you fallen asleep? This must be a side effect of your recent... changes. I can't just leave you here. I shouldn't ask Hubert to carry you. So I suppose it falls to me.
flames flow. See the glow of flames ever burning bright on the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. Professor, you must remain still. Everything is all right. There is no need to worry. Those who are trying to harm you are far away. How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever. I wish I could hold on to this time we have stolen, that you and I could create a world without end. I have heard whispers of what happened to you. Your appearance. You have received power from the goddess. From the moment you took hold of the sword of the Creator, I prayed that one day the radiant power of Sothis, which bathes Fodlan in its celestial light, might reside within you. But you are so much more than the light. You are my... Close your eyes, dear one. Sleep just a while longer. I will be watching over you, always, always and forever.